I just sent you a new link. Check it out.
Do what? Congratulations to myself. And now we are live on this amazing streaming service. Chris George is an amazing guy. Hey Siri, call me. What's security?
Calling from the secured mobile.
Hey, where's just joining us, welcome to the junior B game of the Westside Warriors volleyball team playing the Battle Lakers. Stay tuned for special guest sports correspondent Drew. Now we're live.
Hello everyone and welcome to this junior high matchup between the Valley View Blazers and the Westside Warriors. We go to start it off, and Valley View wins the point. That is number 1, Riley Owens for the Blazers. The second point goes to Valley View. They're starting off strong here. And Brandon Holland. Back to shut him out from the Warriors. Number 21.
She would rather sit by me.
Riley Owens. Maybe split the point for Valley View. Number 14, Jax Barnes. Net from the Welch in the net. Valley View gets the point to open up a 4-1 lead. On the serve again. Upstead puts it over. The hit and out of bounds. Too long past the line. The Warriors get the point, and number 24 is a Wolf back to serve on the side. Wolf serve right off the hands of number 21, Maddie Ramsey, the ace for Westside. 4-3 lead for Blazers early. Wolf a hit, that one's too far. It goes out of bounds. Back for a Blazer serve. It'll be number 4, Jillian Fry. Whistle on the play. Yeah, they serve. Pushes it over. And into the net. Short of it. Number 15, Brennan Holland. As well trying to get the serve for the Warriors. Trying to even up the 5 on the serve. Too far over, and it's 5-5. Ramsey puts it over. Wolf the pass, set from Pearson. Belts the hit, and then it's out of bounds. 6-3 lead for Valley View. bring us to a 1 minute timeout. They can't hear me because the crowd noise is too loud. I don't know what to do about that. Lots of people. But Graham says it's great. I don't know why he can. I don't know. I'm trying to. I have it muted here so I can hear it. Westside comes out 9-5. Serve. Hit from Collins. Hustever puts it over for the Warriors. Elizabeth Hustever, I think. Now Scott will be back to serve.
Okay, this is gonna do way better.
Valley View number 17, Anakin Ram came back to serve. And that one is in, or out, excuse me, out, and it'll be a point Westside.
You can hear you barely, but you hear too much background. It's like this isn't plugged in.
Brandon's gonna come. You leave that arm, please. I'm gonna not make anything. And I'm gonna talk over you.
You can barely hear you, but you can hear. It's like that's not plugged in. Is it that? Is that what it's yeah, the audio's plugged in.
He's very still.
Yeah.
You go show him what's doing.
Number 10, Brennan Holland back to serve for Valley View. And an 18-14 Valley View lead. Make it 19-14 now. Holland back to serve again and the 5-point lead.
Kill from Wolf. Oh, that's going to be a point for Valley View.
Yeah.
Alright, now try this.
Holland with a 6-point lead in the serve. The pass from Sullins and then sent over by Welch. Crane pushes it over for the Warriors. Then there's number 4, Jillian Fry with the hit for Valley View. Good save there from Cude. And the hit from the Blazers, return from the Warriors. The hit from Welch, no good as Valley View keeps it alive. Welch again. Now back in Owens, the kill. Pushed over by Wolf. And the rally continues. And finally, the point goes to Valley View. That's number 4, Jillian Fry, to bring it to a 21-14 Blazer lead. Welch on the kill. Off the net and in for Westside as Welch gets the point. 21-15 to Valley View. So we'll have a substitution. In for the Warriors, number 18, Elizabeth Scott. As Curtin's back to serve. She puts it over and in. A ricochet off the chest of a Valley View player. Welch again. That one the pass from Cood there. A tip over, a good heads-up play from Riley Owens to get the point for the Blazers. Right over the net. Number 14, Jax Carr, short into the net. It's now Valley View with the lead, 22-16. Wolf back to serve, and there'll be a couple substitutions here for the Warriors. Veda Watkins in to serve instead of Wolf now for the Warriors. Watkins to serve. The hit from Fry. Watkins going near the sidelines to save it. Welch saves it over. There's the hit from Owens. Welch again on that left side. Ooh, and a good tap over from the Blazers. Now Hofstadler will put it over. Nobody there for the Blazers, and now the Warriors with the point, cutting it within 5. Watkins back to serve again. Puts it over, the pass from Lampkin. The hit from Owens. A nice save from Feltz there, diving to the floor. Welch again. And right through the middle of the Valley View defense is Laney Welch there for the point. 22-18 Valley View. Big point there for the Warriors. Regaining some momentum here in this opening set. Watkins again. Valley View back on the defensive end. Passing it over was 10 Holland. Welch taps it over right down the line, but now it's out of bounds to the Blazers. Barely past that out of bounds line. And now Madeline Kiefer is back to serve for the Blazers, needing only 2 points more to close out this opening set. That one is long, and it is out past the Westside defense, making it 23-19 Blazers, with Welch back to serve for Westside. Welch on the serve. Owens going back to retrieve it. Hufstedler to pass it over. The set, the hit, Owens. Good save there from Watkins. Feltz getting it over. Nice heads-up play from Holland as a net violation will give the Warriors the point. Or, excuse me, the Blazers the point. Blazers only needing 1 more point to close out this opening set with number 1 Riley Owens to serve. Feltz on the hit. Owens the set, right into the net. Oh, and it falls past the net for the Blazers point to close out the first set. That'll be the final for your first set. Valley View 25, Westside 19. We are back here in the Warrior Dome for our Junior Lady Warriors volleyball matchup against the Valley View Blazers. The Blazers taking the first set 25-19 in a back and forth set. Valley View really pulling away midway through that set to gain full control. Junior high only best of 3. So if Valley View takes this set, they will win the match for this volleyball game of junior high. Feltz will be back to serve for the Warriors to open up this second set. Feltz's jump serve a little long and out, and Valley View with the first point of this second set. Owens will be back to serve for the Blazers. Owens over, the dig from Feltz. Welch for the hit. It's down and it is good, tying it up at 1. Laney Welch there on that left side, the power hitter for the Warriors. Maddox Curtin, number 20, back to serve for Westside. The set from Owens. The Blazers trying to figure out who was going to get that one. Nobody had it. It goes into the net. Curtin will be back to serve as the Warriors lead it early on. Curtin serve over. Owens the set. The hit from Fry. Welch passes it over. The set goes over and in as Curtin goes diving for it to even it up at 2. Cute will be back to serve for the Blazers. Scott the tap over and close, but it's out of bounds for the point for the Valley View Blazers. Cued serve over, and Welch back over for the Warriors. The hit, good save from Feltz. That's number 3, Hayden Gartman, pushing it out of bounds for Valley View. As Huffstedler will now check in for Westside in a 3-3 game. Back to serve for the Warriors, number 24, Izzy Wolf. Wolf serve. A little passes from the Blazers. And now over the net is Wilbanks for Valley View. Huffstedler's hit. Owens the set. Fry. That's blocked from Huffstedler. Girton set to Welch. Wilbanks again. That one's out far left. As Westside with the early lead in set number 2. Sullins back to serve for Westside. Wilbanks over. And Curtin's hit falls short of the net. As it's Fry back to serve for Valley View. In a 4-4 game early on. That one falls out. Good eyes from Feltz and Sullins back there. Deciding he was going to get it. Instead it goes out, giving the point to Westside. Welch back to serve for the Warriors. Ramsey on the pass. Lenny Welch setting it over, and it falls straight in between a couple of Warriors players on that left near that left sideline. It's 5-5 early on. Number 10, Brendan Hollins back to serve for the Blazers. The Warriors, a little miscommunication in the back as Welch finally hits it over. Ramsey passing it over to the back line as Welch gets it up. Scott over and out. 6-5 Valley View. The serve again from Holland. Feltz on the hit. Tipped out at the net. Here's Owens. Feltz again. Good play in the back from Cude. It's over from Owens. Oh, and the Warriors on a miscommunication play falls right between Welch and Crane as Valley View has the lead by 2 in the second set. Kierton pushes it over. Ramsey up. It's close at the net. Feltz hits it back to her teammate Kierton. Back to Feltz. Feltz over. There's number 10, Brennan Holland, close to the net. And Owens doesn't get a good hit on the ball, giving the point to Westside. Back to serve, number 14, Remy Crane. Crane on the serve. There'll be a violation, and Westside will have the point. Crane back to serve again. Gartman the hit. Blocked out by the net from Feltz and Huffstedler. Gartman again. That one is out. Point to Westside as they lead at 8-7. Crane this one over the net. Now the hit from number 17, Lampkin, and it's down in for the point for Valley View. Number 3, Hayden Gartman back to serve for the Blazers. It's it over, and the Warriors let it go by, and it's out of bounds again on the serve for Valley View, making it 9-8 and a substitution for Westside. Number 24, Izzy Wolf checking in the game for the Warriors, and Huffstedler's back to serve. Owens passes it over her head and over the net. Kierton on the set. Wolf the hit. Right in on that back corner, giving Westside the 10-8 lead early on. Getting closer to midway through this second set. Huffstedler serve again. As Valley View, number 16, Kiefer in for number 3, Hayden Gartman. And out of bounds, point Valley View. Wolf sends it over for Westside. There's number 4, Fry, hitting it out of bounds, far to the left, and it'll be point Westside. Warriors lead at 11-9. Feltz back to serve for Westside. Her jump serve is over. Wolf sets it up. Kierton to Welch on that left side. This time taps it over. Good save there from Holland. This one from Crane sails over the net and out. Number 22, Wilbanks checking in for number 10, Brendan Holland. It'll be a timeout as we're all knotted up here at 11 in the Warrior Dome. This junior high matchup between Westside and Valley View. All knotted up here at 11 after the timeout. Owens to serve for the Blazers. The tap from number 4, Fry, short of the net. Point to Westside as Cureton's back to serve. Wilbank sends it over. Close up at the net. Cureton dives for it. Couldn't quite get to it as Valley View wins the point, tied at 12. Westside subbing. It's Elizabeth Scott in for Crane as Cood is back to serve. Her jump serve over. Cureton taps it over. Owens pushing it back to the Warriors. Feltz couldn't quite control it, and Valley View will have the point. Cood serve again. Welch, good save there from Wolf, except was slightly out of bounds there. And Cood going on her third consecutive serve here with a 2-point lead for the Blazers. Warriors in need of a point. Ayrton sets it. Welch goes up. Ooh, the hit into the net. Coming back towards her, and the point for Valley View. Cureton pushing it over. Back and forth we go. Welch goes up, spikes it down. The hit is good for Laney Welch. Gonna get to 15-13. Valley View in control. 2 subs in for Westside. Rhiannon Sullins and Elizabeth Huffstedler. In for Dials. In for Dials and Wolf. As Sullins will be back to serve. Sullins, oh, it sneaks right over the net. Hitting the net and falling right in between the Valley View defensive players. Having a little bit of a lucky serve. But the Warriors got the point out of it in the end. Just a little bit of a better serve from Sullins. The hit from Wilbanks, it's in. Anakin Wilbanks on the big kill. Giving the Blazers a 2-point lead. Huffstedler on that left side now. Ooh, it falls in as Cood goes diving for it. 16-15 in favor of the Blazers. Welch will be back to serve again. Laney Welch's serve over. Gartman hits it over. Good play from Welch right at the net. Cureton hits it straight up over the net. Tap. Good play from Cureton. And a save from Welch. Oh, but it falls short. So the Warriors on another miscommunication play as Huffstedler lunged for it at the last second. Holland is back to serve for the Blazers. Needing only 8 more points to win this game. Huffstedler, the hit. Owens on the kill. Huffstedler. Ramsey goes down, gets it. Up, Gartman taps it over, and it's out of bounds. Point goes to Westside. 17-16. Blazers lead it by a point. Scott goes back to serve. Owens on the hit. Now Huffstedler sends it over, but it's into the net. Gartman is back to serve for Valley View. This one, Sullins goes diving for it. May or may not have been out. But nonetheless, Valley View leads at 19-16. Sullins hits it over. Oh, into the net. Still alive for Valley View. Westside wins the point. 19-17 in favor of the Blazers. Huffstedler back to serve as Wolf checks in for Sullins. Sullins giving the Warriors a good run with a couple of serves scoring for points. I'm for sidelines is Holland. Blazers get it over. Curtin taps it over right in the middle of that Blazers defense. So it's 19-18 Blazers. Teams going back and forth trading points. Huffstedler serve over. Gartman back to Huffstedler. Curtin to Feltz. Feltz hits it. Ooh, into the net, and that'll be one too many hits for Westside. It's Westside down by 2 with Lampkin serve coming. Huffstedler checks out. Dials checks in. Her serve goes to Crane. Curtin set. Wolf the hit. Ooh, and out of bounds. Westside calls timeout as Valley View leads at 21-18 here in the Warrior Dome. We are back here in the second set of the junior high volleyball game between Westside and Valley View. As Lampkin is back to serve the Blazers, only needing 4 more points to close out this second set. Crane couldn't quite handle the serve. Valley View leads it by 4 now. Lampkin again, that one barely out. Good eyes again from the Warriors, letting that one go out. And Feltz back to serve with a 3-point deficit. Owens hits it over, off the net and over. Dials has it. Curtin pushes it over. Good save from Welch, it's still alive. The Warriors keeping it alive on that play as the rally continues. A good play from Crane, but a better hit from Fry. As Valley View leads it 23-19 as Wilbanks checks in for Holland. Owens back to serve. Her jump serve is over. Good play from Dials to get to that ball. Owens taps it over. Welch on the hit from that left side. It is down. And it is good for the point for Westside. 23-20 in favor of Valley View. Scott back in for Crane. Curtin back for the serve. Her serve goes over. Owens right up at the net. Block from Wolf. Trying to avoid hitting the net, and she does just that. Cutting the Blazers' lead only within 2. Curtin serve again. Westside looking to climb back into this game. The hit from Cood goes over, and it's good for the point. That'll be set point for Valley View. It's Valley View only needing this point to go ahead and close out this match between Westside and Valley View. Cood serve. Curtin, Wolf hits it over. Blazers a little mixed up on the other end of things. Right at the net. Westside will have the serve. Needing 2 points to keep this game alive. Huffstedler and Sullins comes in. Wolf and Dials out, and Sullins will be back to serve. Number 2, Ryan and Sullins back to serve for Westside. Our serve goes over. Blazers keep it alive. No play from Feltz. Now it's Welch for the hit. Welch, good block there from Wilbanks. Wilbanks taps it over and it falls in. Blazers win it 25-22 in the second set to close out this junior high girls volleyball matchup. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this senior high Lady Warriors matchup against the Valley View Blazers in the senior A game. Your starters for Westside: Lainey Montgomery, Emma Scott, Sydney Pickering, Hannah Pickering, Colleen Jackson, and Abby Manley. For the Blazers: Reese Owens, Haddon LeBlanc, Olivia Miles, Tolly Fagan, Micah McMillan, and Natalie Supini. Thank you. McMillan back to serve for the Blazers. Pickering the hit. Goes over the net. Now here's Owens. Now Hannah Pickering taps it over for Westside. There's LeBlanc and a good play from Scott. Here's Reese Owens, and off the hands of Montgomery, down for the Blazers point. And an opening back and forth point to start this game. Here's Micah McMillan again. Manley the hit. Goes down. McMillan has to recover. Miles puts it over for the Blazers. Here's Hannah Pickering. Miles goes diving for it. Right at the net. Jackson pushes it over and far out of bounds. 2-0 Valley View, the opening lead. McMillan's third serve of the game. Hannah Pickering sends it over. Supini the hit. Scott goes down for the dig. Montgomery. The point goes to Valley View, opening it up 3-0. Hannah Pickering's hit in for the kill. Hannah Pickering gets the Warriors on the board to open up this set. As Lainey Montgomery, number 23, will be back to serve for Westside. Supini sends it over. Manley the hit. It sails far out of bounds to give Valley View the 3-point lead early on. Reese Owens back to serve. She jump serves it in. Jackson hit sails out of bounds again for Westside. Back-to-back hits out of bounds now for the Warriors, giving Valley View the 5-1 lead. Montgomery set. Goes to Pickering. Taps it straight in. Good dig. And save from Olivia Miles, keeping this rally alive. Now it's Supini. Jackson's hit goes out of bounds yet again for Westside. So the opening issue for the Warriors is just trying to keep the ball in bounds right now. Good block from Supini. Jackson sends it over. McMillan the set. The tip of the net from Supini, and now it's Scott. Ooh, and that one sails far out of bounds. creating a 7-1 opening lead for the Valley View Blazers. Manley is blocked from Supini. It's 8-1 early on. Valley View in full control. Reese Owens on the serve yet again. Pickering's hit. Nobody there to get it for Valley View, and Westside with their second point of this set. Pickering the second server for the Warriors. McMillan up, Supini on the hit, and the block from Manley goes out of bounds, giving Valley View their 9th point. Number 10, Alex Brown in for Valley View. Supini checks out. Fagan tips it over. Scott up for the hit. Valley View couldn't control it on the return, and Emma Scott gives Westside the point with Manley back to serve. Abby Manley on the jump serve. LeBlanc down with the kill. Somehow that one stayed inbounds on that left side. As Sydney Pickering back in for Westside as Manley checks out. It'll be number 21, Haddon LeBlanc back to serve for the Blazers. Montgomery set. Hit from Klein. She just checked in the game a minute ago. And the Warriors will get the point, cutting it to 6. Colleen Jackson back to serve. Controlled tip there from number 13, Ashley Lampkin. Now this is Fagan. Fagan's hit stays inbounds as Valley View leading this one early. Fagan will be back to serve, excuse me. Sydney Pickering sends it over. Owens the hit. Good play from Jackson to keep it alive. Now Scott tips it over. Good play from LeBlanc. Owens again. That one right where she wanted it. Reese Owens leading the Blazers to a 12-4 start. Not the start Westside was looking for after getting beat in 3 sets by the Blazers when they played earlier this season at Valley View. Scott again. That's a block from Owens. Her and Lampkin were both at the net. Owens got her hand on that one. As Fagan is back to serve again. Fagan serve, tried to return from Montgomery, but she had a bad deflection on it, and Westside will call a timeout as they're trailing 14-4 early on. We are back here in the Warrior Dome for some Lady Warrior volleyball against the Valley View Blazers. Tolly Fagan is back to serve for the 4th time in a row for the Blazers. Jackson set up to Montgomery, and she puts it in for Westside. Leaves Brown diving for it. Montgomery gets the point. Good momentum shifter for the Warriors out of the timeout. Scott to serve. Owens' hit goes over the net. Tapped over from Hannah Pickering. And the Warriors have back-to-back points. Senior Emma Scott back to serve again. Her jump serve is over. Haddon Lim Long sets it up. Lampkin down. Deflected off Hannah Pickering's hands. And in for the point for Valley View. Junior number 23, Olivia Miles, back to serve for Valley View. Sydney Pickering on the pass. Montgomery tapped it over. Valley View couldn't quite handle it. It's 15-7 in favor of Valley View. Klein checks out. Number 10, Abby Manley back in. So now it's Sydney Pickering for the serve. Her serve floats over. It's Owens on the hit. What a kill. Reese Owens giving Valley View the 9-point lead. Mike McMillan back to serve. It's tapped over from Supini. And the Warriors better watch out here. Valley View only needing 8 more points to take this set. Already leading it by 10. Micah McMillan, her second round of serving this first set. Scott on the dig. Now it's Manley. Manley the lefty into the net. And Valley View with an opening surge, 19-7. Handling business this entire set. Now Micah McMillan's sister Reese McMillan in. Fagan out for the Blazers. That time, Sydney Pickering and Emma Scott didn't know who was going to get it. Both kind of lunged at it and then found the floor, and then now Valley View up 20-7. Owens on the kill. Emma Scott's pass went over the net, and Owens was there to meet the ball for the point. So it's 21-7, favor of Valley View. Scott checks out. Number 12, senior Taylor Lamb into the game for Westside. McMillan serve again. Jackson to Hannah Pickering. Owens the hit, but a violation on Valley View, giving Westside the point, 21-8 in favor of the Blazers. Montgomery back to serve for the Warriors. Set from McMillan. Supini. A block up at the net. Now it's Hannah Pickering. She sends it down the line, and it's in on the kill. Hannah Pickering. Big point there for Westside, just trying to gain some type of momentum, try to get them back in this set. Her serve is over. Owens goes up for the hit. Hannah Pickering sends it over for Westside. Supini taps it over. Block from Owens, still alive. Westside couldn't quite corral it, and Valley View only needing 3 more points to secure this set. Fagan back to check in. Reese McMillan out. As Reese Owens goes back for her serve. Montgomery passes it over to Manley. Owens couldn't handle that one. It's still alive for the Blazers, though. McMillan sends it over after hitting the ceiling a couple of times. for Valley View. Pickering finishes off the deal. Hannah Pickering in there for the kill, making it 22-10 Valley View. Senior Hannah Pickering will go back to serve now for the Warriors. Supini's hit goes over, back and forth across the net. Owens goes up, blocked from Manley. Allen down the line from Supini. Montgomery passes it over. Fagan in for the hit. Warriors couldn't quite control it. As Brown is back in and Lampkin is back in, along with number 14, Mackenzie Shavers for Valley View. Alex Brown, the junior, is back to serve for the Blazers. Montgomery set it real close to the net. Manley still got her hand on it. Now it's Lieblong. Pickering tried to hit at it. Couldn't quite control it. And Valley View only needs one more point to finish off this set. Alex Brown serve. Pickering with the dig. Manley hits it over. Right in for the kill. Abby Manley. It's Kaylee Klein, the senior, is back in for Westside. The sophomore Pickering is out. Lampkin swats it back over. Pickering, Jackson into the net, and the Blazers finish off this set, 25-11 in the opening set. We are back here with you at the Warrior Dome, heading into the second set between the Valley View Blazers and the Westside Warriors. Valley View winning that first set fairly easy, as they really controlled it from the start of this game to the end of that set. So the Warriors looking to bounce back from that rusty opening start. As we mentioned earlier, Valley View handled business when they played Westside earlier this season at Valley View, winning that one in 3 sets. First 2 sets fairly easy for the Blazers, but a final set for Valley View was really their challenge. So hopefully Westside can start getting some momentum and getting control to start the second set. Pickering serve, a good one indeed. As Owen serves into the net, and Westside starts it off good with an opening point off the good serve from Sydney Pickering. Pickering, the younger sister of Hannah Pickering. This is Sydney's serve as it sails out of bounds for the point for the Blazers. Micah McMillan, her serve was very well executed in that first set. Manley's hit. Back to Jackson, and it sails out of bounds. Valley View leads at 2-1. This is really where Valley View took control in the first set, was when Micah McMillan got her serve. Pickering has it. Manley pushes it over. The hit from Owens, not a good one as it goes into the net. She's a little frustrated at that one. And the Warriors tie it back up with Laney Montgomery going back to serve. Montgomery's serve. The set from McMillan. The hit from Owens right down the middle. Reese Owens. Owens jump serve. Manley down the line. Owens makes a heck of a play to get it back in bounds. And Montgomery couldn't quite control it. So Olivia Miles hits it over. And Valley View leads it 4-2. Owens, the senior, back to serve again. It's really been the issue. When Valley View starts serving, Westside starts going downhill. Sydney Pickering couldn't quite get to that one. Reese Owens. That one is in, right on the line. Jackson let it go by, thinking it was out. But Owens, an excellent ace there for Valley View. Owens serve again. Jackson hits it back over, and that one goes out of bounds. Number 4, Bella Spinks, the senior, checking in for Colleen Jackson. Reese Owens back to serve. Pickering hits it over, and the block. Fagan and Supini were both up at the net. And that duo up front really causing trouble for Westside and their hitters. An 8-2 early start for the Blazers, and this one into the net on the serve from Reese Owens. Something you don't see very often from her. It's the Warriors now trailing by 5. Good, thank you. Pickering has it, and the point will go to Valley View. A 9-3 lead from the Blazers, as Brown is back in as well as Lampkin. Alex Brown back to serve. Manley hits it over. Brown with a nice play to keep it alive. Pickering to Scott. Scott's hit didn't quite time her jump correctly, so it doesn't quite get over the net, and Westside will take a timeout. 10-3 lead for the Blazers early on here in the second set. We're back here in the Warrior Dome. Valley View leading at 10-3 here in the second set of Warrior Senior High Volleyball. That one goes in on the serve. Excuse me. It's a little discussion to see if it's out or in right now. They call it in. And the point for the Blazers. It's number 10, Alex Brown. Back to serve again. Montgomery couldn't handle it as Scott's dig went right into the net. It's Valley View again. Starting this set strong. Holding Westside to a really slow start. Montgomery right at the net. Spinks punches it over. It'll be Fagan. Fagan right down the line. Up. Fagan tips it. Saved. Fought for. And the Warriors couldn't quite get it over the net. The Warriors fans trying to spark some encouragement towards their team. It's currently trailing by 10 in the second set. Senior high volleyball, unlike junior high, is best of 5. So even if Valley View does win this set, there will be a third. That serve was into the net. Now Manley will have it. Manley serve goes over. Owens on the set. And a violation on Valley View. It's the point. Back-to-back points now for the Warriors. McMillan to Lampkin. Lampkin. Now it's Hannah Pickering. The block from Lampkin using her height. Tallest person out on the court tonight. That was an easy block right over the net for her to give the Blazers the point. So it's 14-5, Valley View in charge. Klein's hit was a good one indeed, causing a little trouble for the Blazers. Having to save it over, and it is short of the net. Fagan made a great effort play to get to it, but the hit from Klein really did the damage there for the Blazers. Or excuse me, for the Warriors, as Colleen Jackson, the senior, back to serve again. Lampkin, the block from Klein, and Scott up at the net. That pass there making Owens have to go chase it down. She got it back in play. Scott runs it down. Now to be Micah McMillan. The sophomore goes over. Montgomery hustles for it. Jackson sends it over. What a play from Laney Montgomery to go chase after that ball. Fagan. Been a great rally here. Oh, and Lampkin finishes it off. Scores it again. Number 13, Ashley Lampkin, the senior, getting the point for Valley View. Ooh, what a serve from Fagan. Nobody from the Warriors made an effort to go get that one. So it hit the net, went right over in the middle. Valley View only needing 9 more points to finish out this second set. Tolly Fagan, the junior, back to serve again. Fagan serve, barely gets over that net. Now it'll be Montgomery. Hits it. Tough play from Fagan. Now Owens, and another violation. Lead to the Scott serve. The set from LeBlanc to Lampkin. She's got several points, but that one sails out of bounds. Far out of bounds. Westside currently trailing by 8. Need a couple points to kind of swing this momentum. Give the Warriors a decent chance at this set. There's a good play from Scott on the serve. It's really what's going to happen for the Warriors is they're going to have to get a couple points off back-to-back serves. That's what Valley View's been doing for both sets now. Lampkin has it off the net and in. Ashley Lampkin had to adjust her position to get to that one. Now Olivia Miles and Natalie Supini will be back in. Brown and Lampkin out for the Blazers. Miles the serve. Hannah Pickering. It'll be Klein. Klein into the net on the right side in the hitting position. It's Valley View only needing 7 more points to close out this second set. Miles. Jackson at the net. Pickering gets it over. A violation. A point towards Valley View, giving them a 10-point lead. Reese McMillan, the senior, checking in for the junior Tolly Fagan. So Olivia Miles back to serve. Miles serve sails out. Sydney Pickering back to serve for Westside. McMillan and Miles both go at it. McMillan gets her hand on it. A good block from Manley. Abby Manley. That might have been the play that can turn things around for the Warriors. It's a huge block from Abby Manley. Pickering will be back to serve again. LeBlanc. The tap from Supini creates a little trouble for the Warriors, and Pickering hits it out. As the Warriors really cannot control the tap from Natalie Supini, giving Valley View a 20-11 lead. Number 19, Jamie Molescu, checking in for number 5, Micah McMillan. This is Molescu's first chance at coming into this game. Jackson set. Montgomery's hit. It's a good one. Molescu sends it over. A good play from Pickering to go dive and save it. Montgomery couldn't quite run it down, though. It's a 21-11 lead for Valley View. Scott the dig goes over the net. And what a hit from Natalie Supini. Sending it over to that back line. And Westside in big trouble now, digging themselves a hole, 22-11. Number 12, Morgan Weaver, set to check in for Supini. This is her first appearance in the game. Jackson, ooh. Montgomery ran into Jackson after she set that ball. Pickering still hit it over. Now it's back to the Warriors. Hannah Pickering, she goes at it. Valley View couldn't quite handle it on the hard kill from Hannah Pickering. Laney Montgomery serve. As the hit from Reese McMillan was into the net, giving the Warriors the points, they cut it back to single digits. Lescue set. Owens the kill. So hard to handle her hard hits. So Warriors have really struggled with that this game. Shavers back in, as well as number 7, Tolly Fagan. Shavers set to serve. The lefty server. Lamb hard to handle there. Jackson, that's it over. Miles to LeBlanc. Good play from Pickering, keep it alive. Now it's Hannah Pickering. Molescu, the set. Fagan, the hit. Pickering couldn't quite handle it, and Tolly Fagan gets the point for the Blazers. So they're 1 point away from closing out this second set. Lamb on her knees to go get that one. The push set, and Jackson sends it out of bounds. Valley View in full control, 25-13, second set. We're back here to open up the third set between this senior high volleyball matchup between the Valley View Lady Blazers and the Westside Lady Warriors. As Valley View taking the first two sets pretty easily. The Warriors looking to just keep this match alive by winning this set. Westside gets the opening point as Montgomery's back to serve for the Warriors. They need to start out strong in this set if they want to have a good chance of winning it, keeping this game alive. Good play from Pickering, diving for it. Jackson sends it over. Now it's Owens to LeBlanc, up the net. Good play again from Pickering. The save from Jackson. Great effort plays from Westside as this one up towards the net, giving Valley View the point. Shavers gets back in for Valley View. Reese Owens is out. Shavers serve into the net, giving Westside the point. Westside leads it 2-1. So you've seen the past two sets. Once Valley View gets on their serve game, there's no backing down. So if Westside can get some good serves in return to that, that'll maybe give them an easier chance of playing closer to Valley View in this set. Scott goes after it, but the block from Supini and LeBlanc was too much to handle. Both of them up at the net on that right side. Brown and Lampkin back in. When Brown and Lampkin checked in for the last set, that's really when things started turning towards the negative end of things for Westside. So Lampkin got a couple of good plays. Brown had a couple of good serves, you see there. Manley's hit. It's out of bounds. Point goes to Valley View. Brown serve in the perfect spot. Hannah Pickering couldn't quite get to it. As the Blazers lead it now by 2. Owen serve, Brown serve. What a play from Sydney Pickering, keeping it alive. Manley sends it over. Molescu, not a very good hit, and Pickering got it right back at her. Big point there from Westside as a couple good effort plays. As Kaylee Klein, the senior, checking back in for Pickering. Even though Westside is down 2 sets, they've still had that energy from their bench all game long, trying to motivate their team to get back in it. Jackson sends it over. Shavers. Now it's LeBlanc. Montgomery set. Scott chases it down, avoiding running into the net. That one a little too hard for her to handle as it sails out of bounds. Alexandra Gibson checks in for the first time this game, as Molescu is out. Scott. Now it's Klein on the hit. Big block from Gibson up at the net, giving the Blazers the 3-point lead. Haddon LeBlanc back to serve for Valley View. Pickering the hit. It's a good one. LeBlanc set. Lampkin. The attempted block from Scott falls to her right side as Valley View picks up the point yet again for a 7-3 lead. Pickering. Now it's up to Montgomery and Scott. Oh, and the pass from Valley View was not very good. Westside could have taken advantage of that opportunity instead. Warriors weren't really on top of that one. So now it'll be a timeout. Westside trailing at 8-3 here in the third set of Warrior Volleyball. We're back here with you at the Warrior Dome for Lady Warrior Volleyball. So the Warriors currently down to the Valley View Blazers 8-3 here in the third set. Valley View needing to win this set to close things out here for the night. LeBlanc back to serve. Montgomery chases it down. Jackson over. Gibson the hit. Montgomery up close to the net. Jackson tips it over. Lampkin couldn't handle it. Westside cuts the lead in half. Jackson serve. LeBlanc chases it down. It's Gibson the hit. Gibson's hit is good. Klein and Scott kept it alive at the net. Jackson got lucky off the bounce off the net. It's Gibson again on the hit. Hannah Pickering gets it. A double hit is called. Violation against Westside, giving the points to the Blazers. Stud Reese Owens, number 20, the senior, checking back in for Shavers. It's Tolly Fagan back to serve. Jackson to Scott. Scott sails out of bounds on the hit. giving Valley View a 6-point lead. Fagan serve. Montgomery passed it, and now Pickering sends it over. Owens the hit. Good dig from Jackson. So Montgomery hits it, and it sails long for the point for Valley View. 11-4 lead for the Blazers. Westside digging themselves a similar hole that they've been in all game. Trailing early, the Blazers have maintained their momentum they've had since the opening serve. Lampkin using that high to tip it right over for the point, giving Valley View the 12-4 lead. Fagan serve to Hannah Pickering, and then Sydney Pickering. Montgomery hits it over, and now it's Gibson. Gibson down, big block from Klein. A good play from Leblong off the scoreboard, and that'll result in the point for Valley View. As Klein had trouble getting to that one, giving the Blazers the point. Valley View leading at 13-4 here in the third set of action. Fagan serve, it's a good one. Jackson on the set, sends it right over. LeBlanc to Owens, she taps it over. Hannah Pickering on the hit. Big hit from Lampkin, but it barely goes out of bounds. She was not too happy about that call. Emma Scott will be back to serve. Warriors trailing it by 10. Lampkin down and in. Ashley Lampkin gets the kill for the Blazers. Olivia Miles checking back in, as well as Natalie Supini. So Westside going to need a huge comeback to have themselves a chance at a fourth set. Miles. Montgomery, the block from Gibson. Up close at the net. Westside wasn't expecting it. Warriors trailing it by 12. It's Daisy Jackson and Georgia Spinks both checking in for the first time in this game. Hannah Pickering and Kaylee Klein both out for the Warriors. Miles back to serve. 15-4 lead for the Blazers. Miles serve. Spinks goes after it. The point to Valley View as they're leading it. Easy here in this third set. 16-4. Miles, Spinks, up close to the net. Jackson saves it. Montgomery. Daisy Jackson tips it. Reese Owens and Sydney Pickering, but a violation. Point to Valley View as the Warriors were into the net. Olivia Miles back to serve. Valley View only needing 8 more points to close out this match. The senior high volleyball game. Spinks. Now to Montgomery. Montgomery right down the line. Ooh, it's out. Called out. The points of Valley View. Westside cannot catch a break right now. So everything that seems to be going good for the Warriors then turns around into a point for the Blazers. Miles. Spinks has it. Pickering. Now the hit from Scott. Over. Owens. Kind of an awkward hit. She still got her hand on it and right in for the point. Blazers in full control. 19-5 lead. We're going to close things out in this third set. in the middle of Pickering and Spinks. That'll be a point for the Blazers and a timeout for Westside. Valley View in full control, 20-5 here in the third set. Back here with you in the third set. The Blazers only needing 5 more points to close things out here. Spinks couldn't control it. Now Pickering sends it over. Owens, tough one. Warriors couldn't corral it. The kill from Reese Owens. Olivia Miles seems like she's been serving this whole set. That's what it feels like, and she's gotten on a really good rhythm of her serve. Colleen Jackson over to Georgia Spinks. Her hit, it's a good one. Now to Alexandra Gibson, her hit. Spinks again, she sets this one over. Owens, right to Montgomery. She couldn't handle it. Reese Owens taking full control of this game here today. Miles back to serve yet again. Montgomery out. Taylor Lamb in. Spinks, Jackson to Daisy Jackson. No relation there, but the Blazers get the point. 2 more points to go for the Valley View Blazers. Olivia Miles to Pickering. That goes over the net. And Owens just taps it right down to that Warrior defense. Warriors cannot do anything with Reese Owens right now. She's in full control of this game. So Blazers match point here, needing only 1 more to close things out in 3 sets. It's Miles again on the serve. Manley, Colleen Jackson, Emma Scott. Her hit. Back to Reese McMillan. Now it's Owens and a violation on the Blazers as Westside will finally get to serve. Trailing 24-6. Pickering will serve it. Valley View only needing 1 more point to finish things out here. It's number 11, Molly Finley, checking in for the first time tonight for this final point. Slamkin's out. Pickering serve. It's Gibson. And she closes things out. Alexandra Gibson finishes it off. Valley View 25, Westside 6. It's your final in 3 sets here in Lady Warrior Volleyball.